has now sparked demands within the party for Devendra Fadnavis to take the top post. However, both the leaders have now assured that there is no internal discord over the CM candidacy. Now, speaking to CNN News 18, Piyush Goyal said that the decision will be made after all three parties discuss and agree on the way forward. No assumptions will be made until then. Now, key meetings are set for today as the alliance prepares to make a final decision on Maharashtra.
महाराष्ट्र में विकासवाद की जीत हुई है। महाराष्ट्र में सुशासन की जीत हुई है। महाराष्ट्र में सच्चे सामाजिक न्याय की विजय हुई है। मैं देश भर के भाजपा के, एनडीए के सभी कार्यकर्ताओं को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। मैं श्री एकनाथ शिंदे जी, मेरे परम मित्र देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी, भाई अजित पवार जी, उन सब की भी भूरी भूरी प्रशंसा करता हूं।
हमारी तीनों पार्टियां बैठेगी। जैसे आपको बताते हैं, जैसे हमने सीटों का बंटवारा हुआ, हमें कोई मतभेद हमारे में नहीं थे, आज भी कोई मतभेद नहीं है। हम हमारे वरिष्ठ और हम लोग बैठकर उसके ऊपर निर्णय लेंगे।
पूर्णपणे अनपेक्षित आणि अनाकल्य असा हा निकाल आहे। पटला नाही तरी सुद्धा निकाल लागलेला आहे। कसा लागला हा सर्वांनाच पडलेला प्रश्न आहे। तरी देखील जे जिंकले त्यांचं मी अभिनंदन करतो आणि ज्यांनी प्रामाणिकपणाने महाविकास आघाडीच्या उमेदवारांना मतं दिली त्यांना मी मनापासून धन्यवाद देतो। तसं पाहिलं तर एक जणू काही लाटेपेक्षा सुनामीच आली असं वातावरण या निकालाने दिसतंय। पण हा निकाल सर्वसामान्य जनतेत
A very good evening. You're watching the explosive weekend debate with me, Kritsween Walia. The story, viewers, over the last 24 hours has been the Mahayuti or NDA's Maharashtra triumph and the simultaneous decimation of the Mahavikas Aghadi or the INDI bloc. As for the opposition, yesterday's results also marked the Congress's worst defeat in the state legislative assembly election. The party contested 101 seats and won only 16, and most of its high-profile netas were defeated by large margins. Now, the Maharashtra post-election story is moving in two directions. On one hand, the NDA is figuring a way to reach consensus on who will sit on the CM's chair. On the other hand, the Mahavikas Aghadi is increasingly blaming EVMs for its election loss. And while some have called for introspection, others have been engaging in this blame game non-stop. From blaming EVMs to blaming allies to blaming the former CGI, D.Y. Chandrachud. And to top it all, some have unknowingly echoed the Prime Minister in saying that the Congress is bringing down its own allies. Remember, the Prime Minister in his victory speech at the BJP headquarters last evening called the Grand Old Party Par GV. And now the TMC and the Aam Aadmi Party both have come forward to ask the Congress why it couldn't block the BJP in Maharashtra. Is this crushing defeat going to have a domino effect for the INDI, or is it high time that the Grand Old Party really introspect and rework and revise on its strategy rather than question the electoral process in states where it suffers a setback? We take that up with our guests in just a bit, but first, the story so far.
सगळ्याला जर जबाबदार कोणी असेल या महाराष्ट्रातल्या घडामोडींना ते सरन्यायाधीश डी.वाय. चंद्रचूड.
EVMs are hacked. Not in every constituency, but selectively, I believe they have hacked the EVMs.
एक ही उंगली से कितनी बार बटन दबाया गया और सुनने में यहाँ तक आया है कि जो लोग बाहर थे उनको चिन्हित पहले ही कर लिया उन्होंने।
कांग्रेस को अभी तो थोड़ा खुद का ऊपर एनालिसिस करना पड़ेगा।
I don't want to discuss issues that are not of great relevance to the issue that we are discussing, which is the election results.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए अब अपने दम पर सरकार बनाना लगातार मुश्किल हो रहा है।
On that note, I want to quickly open this up with our guests joining us this evening. We have Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, along with Adil Singh Bopara, spokesperson of the Congress. Also with us is spokesperson of the Shiv Sena, CS Jha. And we have Sushil Vyas, spokesperson of the Eknath Shinde camp. So we have the UBT, the Shiv Sena, the BJP, the Congress, and I'm really excited to take this forward because lots to unfold, Sanju Verma, in the next 24 hours. First and foremost, congratulations to you and both Sushil Vyas ji. I do see a lot of celebrations take place still. In fact, non-stop visuals coming to light from Eknath Shinde's residence as well. So there are events back-to-back taking place. Before I ask you, कौन बनेगा अगला मुख्यमंत्री? Will it be Devendra Fadnavis or Eknath Shinde, or perhaps what the BJP is capable of totally pulling off, which is another surprise? I want to first up begin with taking this across to CS Jha. Before we talk about the repeated charge that we hear from the Congress time and again, CS Jha ji, इस बार तो संजय राउत ने former CGI को blame कर दिया. He's blamed the former CGI, Mr. D.Y. Chandrachud.
Yes, correctly, because that judgment is still pending, that matter is still pending. And that matter could not be heard during the chairship of the Honorable Chief Justice, ex-Chief Justice. And that is what he has particularly said, because that matter has been pending since 2 years. Everything has to be decided on the issue of the symbol, and everything was required to be decisive because the Election Commission has already decided that matter was under challenge and under pendency. That could have been decided by ex-Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, but it was not.
Mr. Jha,
Second thing is that,
may, why is it that you did not recall this when you did not face a similar setback, but you were quite happy with the Lok Sabha election results? Why did you not remember the symbol issue back then?
see, the Lok Sabha results, if you see in this election also, in Maharashtra, Naned was one of the Lok Sabha constituency which is won by Congress. And eventually, if you see the assembly seats in the same constituency has been lost. So if you directively say that in assembly this was something else and in Lok Sabha something else, that can be construed. But eventually, if you see, the judgment was to come. In fact, in the favor of Mr. Sharad Pawar as well as in our party. So this judgment was required to become, and it was not given. And eventually, we have mentioned many times before the Honorable Chief Justice, ex-Chief Justice, but it was not taken. So that issue remains. Second thing is that introspection. Introspection, we are having our introspection. We are doing our introspection. We don't have any dispute between our alliance partners. Let us be very clear. Yes, but decimation has to be contributed by each of the alliance partners.
Okay,
but that
that's
is
wonderful
not
because the
that is
Congress
not a
most certainly is not
that is
on
not an
board.
allegation.
It doesn't seem to be on board with its allies in Maharashtra. Several Congress leaders, Mr. Bopara, have come out to say that our allies did not support us, that Sharad Pawar's faction and Uddhav Thackeray's faction is to be blamed for our setback in Maharashtra.
Well, Christine, I'll request you to give me 90 seconds of uninterrupted time. Number one, of course, something went wrong, and the results have been disappointing for our alliance. So we surely have to go back to the drawing board and assess this very, very closely. That can't be done in a jiffy. Of course, it's going to take time because it has to be done constituency-wise. This is number one. Number two, notwithstanding my previous statement, the Congress party does stand by its consistent view that a level playing field was denied to the opposition. And I'll give you 4 specific instances. Number one, the Election Commission of India, for inexplicable reasons, postponed the holding of the Maharashtra election. This gave a critical window to the ruling dispensation to implement its Behan Ladli scheme, which it appears has reaped them dividends, number one. Number two, the EC turned a blind eye to brazen moral code conduct violations. Number three, it is public knowledge that there is one industrialist for whom the BJP is also working as a spokesperson, who pumped in thousands of crores of rupees because his Dharavi project is at stake. So therefore, he was directly an interested party in this calculus. Number four, which you can't lose sight of, is that the voter lists were manipulated. There have been multiple instances in almost dozens of constituencies where voter lists have been manipulated, numbers have been deleted, voters belonging to certain disadvantaged communities, their names are not found on the rolls. And this is something, that's how the BJP has really weaponized institutions. The state apparatus was weaponized, the EC was weaponized, the investigating agencies were weaponized.
And none of this happened in Jharkhand. Adil, none of this happened in Jharkhand, none of this happened in Jammu and Kashmir, none of this happened in Wayanad. All of this only happened in Maharashtra.
I'll explain that. We were able to successfully overcome this in Jharkhand. Not that they didn't try this, but we were able to successfully overcome this. I again go back to my first statement. We should have been cognizant of the BJP's dirty tricks department, and perhaps for the future we have to cater to this. We have to cater to the skullduggery of the BJP.
At least Sharad Pawar acknowledged the fact that he must wait for all the details to come out before getting into this EVM tutu meme. At least he had the gall to do that. But Sanju, respond.
You have to be fair to us, Christine.
Now, Prithvi,
I will go to everybody one by one and then I'll come back to you.
Let me complete.
Prithvi, can I please?
Yes, Sanju, go ahead. I'll come back to you.
Yes.
Please. Yeah.
I did not heckle the Congress or any other panelists. I need my time. First and foremost, I used to get very agitated when I used to, debate with Congress spokespersons on air. कि ये कब सुधरेंगे, victim card खेलना कब बंद करेंगे, रोना धोना कब बंद करेंगे. But now, Krithswin, I don't get agitated. I find it hilarious. I laugh my lungs out when I see these clowns on national TV defending the indefensible. And the reason why I'm not going to mince my words today is, Hindi में कहावत है, खिसियानी बिल्ली खंबा नोचे. The entire Congress ecosystem of darbaris and left-leaning journalists, आज ये खंबा नोच रहे हैं. BJP, after every loss, does actual introspection. We lost Karnataka. We did not blame the EVMs. We realized something was drastically wrong with our strategy. We went on to win Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, especially Chhattisgarh, when no one gave us a fighting chance. In Haryana, everybody said, चाहे सूरज उगे ना उगे, अस्त हो ना हो. But Haryana में तीसरी बार BJP की सरकार नहीं बनेगी. And lo behold, we created history by being the only party to come back for the third time in a row in a state like Haryana, which was polarized ahead of elections into Jat versus non-Jat by the Congress. Now let me come to Maharashtra, which is the topic of your discussion. We put up a pathetic performance from Maharashtra in Lok Sabha 2024. We did not blame the Election Commission. We did not blame the ED CBI. We did not blame the Supreme Court. We did not blame the Janta of Maharashtra. We said हमसे कोई चूक हो गई है, हमसे गलती हो गई है. We will come back stronger. And I want to tell your audience this. The comeback by BJP in Maharashtra is even bigger than the political comeback of Trump in the United States of America. It's comparing apples to watermelons, but the reason why I think we did so well, yes, Ladki Bahin Yojana played a big role. 2.34 crore women over the last 4 months were given 10,350 rupees. This is the same Rahul Gandhi, the same Uddhav Thackeray, who said, Ladki Bahin Yojana ka to koi asar nahi hoga. Soya farmers are crying, cotton farmers are crying. They did not bother to mention that soya bean was being procured by the state government at more than 4,700 rupees. Cotton was being procured at more than 7,100 rupees. The same Congress which curses the BJP, fails to mention that Mumbai accounts for 36 seats. And do you know, Chris Sweet? The Mumbai Trans Harbour Link project was envisioned in 1961. After 62 years, it was brought to fruition in 2023. Thanks to whom? Thanks to Narendra Modi. Mumbai Metro was stalled by Uddhav Thackeray, his son Aditya Thackeray, and pseudo-environmentalists. It was brought to fruition by whom? By the willpower and determination of the double engine Sarkar, primarily Narendra Modi and Devendra Fadnavis. Then let's talk about Mumbai Coastal Road, stalled for the longest time, brought to fruition by whom? By the willpower of Narendra Modi. Be it Solapur Airport, Kolhapur Airport, Nagpur Airport, Shirdi Airport, Mumbai Ahmedabad high-speed rail corridor, big ticket infrastructure projects, including the most important one, which connects Marathwada with Vidarbha. The Samruddhi Expressway, which is more than 89% complete today.
It could have been an amalgamation of all of these. Ladki Behan Yojana, as is being spoken of, the counter OBC consolidation, the Hindu polarization. But Adil, you were not denied the opportunity. A level playing field was not denied to you. Why couldn't you pull that off? Besides, given the Lok Sabha gain that you'd made, it should have been all the more easier for the INDI bloc, for the Mahavikas Aghadi. But I want to go across to Mr. Vyas as well. No, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you. Let me go to him first and I'll come back to you. Besides, can there be denial?
This is deprivation of a level playing field.
I'll come back to you on that, Adil. I'll just hold on with that thought. Mr. Vyas, besides, isn't this a known fact that these populist measures, though they do more often than not, make the alliance reach or rather give them a fillip of the kind that we've seen in Maharashtra, but all of that can only happen when an electoral camp manages to stitch together an alliance which is representative of some sort of likelihood. I mean, there is some sort of semblance of where your ideology stands, what you really make of the nation at large, where do you want to take this nation together. Would you today agree that this was a great decision indeed, and that's why you perhaps parted ways with the Uddhav Thackeray camp ideology of the Shiv Sena?
What was the ideology of Shiv Sena formed by Balasaheb Thackeray? 80% social work, 20% political work. So what Eknath Raoji Shinde under his leadership as the chief minister for 2.5 years has done for the Maharashtra. He was available for all. He was not Facebook Live chief minister. He was face to face, anywhere, everywhere. Every corner of the Maharashtra, whenever required, he was present. Whether it is Marathwada, Vidarbha, Konkan, North Maharashtra, Mumbai, MMR region, everywhere he went for development work for the whenever the time requires. And he did whatever is possible for the local people and for the different caste, classes of the people. He even handled very effectively the demands of Maratha community for the reservation and all that. And for that, he has summoned special session of assembly on 20th February also. Now, coming to that, what my learned friend who is representing UBT group was surprised. I was surprised. He's practicing lawyer like me. He said that criticizing former Chief Justice not for deciding something in time is justified. I am shocked to say. For the political purposes, you can even criticize Chief Justice of India because not decided in time. And then he said, in Nanded, we won Lok Sabha seat yesterday, but we lost in the same constitution, segment, other assemblies. Let me ask you, what is the margin of Nanded Lok Sabha seat yesterday? You won 1,540. Whereas the other assembly constituencies are there. The similar. Can I ask you the same question? In June 4th counting, you won Dhule. Congress won Dhule, Sobha Bachawat. And because only one segment of the Malegaon Central, you led by 1 lakh and all. Yesterday, what happened? In Malegaon, hardly AIMI candidate won with 3,000 or 4,000, very thin margin. And rest of the constituency, we won. So, it depends on constituency, candidate to candidate, localized issues are there. You can't just say because we won Nanded Parliament, we should also won the same thing. Otherwise, some mishandlings are there. You can't blame like that. You can't accuse like that.
Okay. This was as much a battle of legacy for both the Senas, for both the NCPs, and Mr. Jha, this is most certainly worrying for your political party. Do you by any measure, regret the fact that you parted ways from the Bharatiya Janata Party? You're today in an alliance that's solely pinning the blame on you and Sharad Pawar ji.
See, we were not we have not done any kind of parting ways from BJP. It was BJP who built the party. It was very clear at that moment, and that is why the Lok Sabha results was in our favor. And eventually, if you see that at this moment, because all things are over, we are sitting in opposition. We seem to be not having a leader of opposition also.
Yeah.
That has to be decided by the assembly. But eventually, what is now to be considered by BJP and Shiv Sena, that they should work for the people. They have a manifesto, they have programs, they should work for the people. If they are not working, we'll be on streets and we'll agitate against them.
No, but
and
do you,
it is very
but,
clear
but,
that we'll
but
be
do you
coming
not
down
second,
to the old
but
politics.
do you not second, parties like the TMC and the Aam Aadmi Party that are today worried that the Congress is going to bring us down, and going by the past precedent, it's not as though this is all
No,
made up.
by
We
past
have so many
precedent-
instances
by
now
past
that
precedent-
almost go on to suggest the
By
same.
past precedent, if you see, the BJP is the party who wants to break all the parties, and that is why the regional parties were not giving the haywire. And that is why
But the parties
Congress,
that BJP supposedly broke and perhaps, were to be blamed for the split in your party have gained so much in the assembly election. So what are we supposed to make of it?
It is an election. It does not matter at this moment. After 5 years, it can matter.
Okay.
Because nobody knows what the politics will do.
Okay. Sanjay, I'm coming to you. Adil wanted to quickly respond to everything that's been said so far. Adil, respond.
Prithveen, the only established fact is that the BJP swallows its allies. And time will tell you that the BJP will swallow its allies. This is to Mr. Vyas also. Now, responding to the diatribe of the BJP spokesperson, instead of a spiel, she should answer, why did the ECI delay the election? There's no answer on that. Number two, why did the ECI not take action against Vinod Tavre, who was caught on camera distributing cash? She has no answer. Number three, why did the ECI not take action when voter lists and voter names were deleted arbitrarily? There are no answers to specifics. All what you get is a diatribe, a spiel to deflect public attention. Also, coming to the issue of level playing field, I'll give you one specific instance of a level playing field. The media, which is a bulwark, which is the fourth estate in our constitutional frame of things, how many times does the media ask Mr. Modi, when are you going to be visiting Manipur where there is a civil war? You have time to visit Africa, but you have no time to go to Manipur, where your citizens...
Okay, I'll post that to the BJP. What I want to hear from you is whether or not this is worrying. This is worrying for the Congress. Why is it that we're not seeing any signs of introspection, but just endless blame game on your part? And this is a worry being posed by your allies, Adil. The Congress should be worried about what TMC, what the Aam Aadmi Party are saying today. That you're eating us up slowly. And look at TMC. Tomorrow they're going to want to replace you. You no more are in a pole position.
Have you called me for a reason, or have you called me to hand out a judgment?
No, I will pose those questions to the BJP. Today, I'm asking you what I need to ask the Congress person.
I have not completed. I'm sorry. You gave a disproportionate amount of time.
Go ahead. No, I'm not being unfair. That's not fair. Adil, please. Quickly respond, then I need to go across to Sanju.
This is the driving of a level playing field. And then you ask us questions, why haven't you done so?
No, we'll talk about Manipur, we'll talk about Adani, all of that can wait. Right now I'm asking about Maharashtra and Maharashtra results.
Let me complete about Maharashtra.
Yes, go ahead. Make your point, complete yourself.
Now coming to specifics. Has the BJP responded on why no action has been taken against Vinod Tavre? I'm giving you specifics for heaven's sake. He was caught on camera. If the media doesn't have the courage to ask...
Wait, no, one second. First and foremost, we've been breaking down details of the FR filed by the Election Commission. One second. But what action? There are no details that have been shared so far. If an investigation doesn't conclude, how can you hold anyone responsible as yet? Go ahead,
distributing money.
Okay, you raised a pointed question. You spoke about Vinod Tavre. Let Sanju respond.
Why were the elections delayed by the EC? Any answer on that?
I need to come now.
Ask the EC.
Adil, you need to give her time to respond. Adil, please.
There is no neutral arbiter in this country.
Let her respond.
To moderate the debate.
Go ahead, Sanju.
Now? Yes.
She will lie. She will lie. That's what she does.
Can I come in, Prithvi? Can you moderate the debate and ask this guy to shut up and not behave
Sanju,
like
go
a
ahead.
goon
Go
on
ahead.
my
Make
shit?
your point. Please speak.
Ms. Verma, please mind your language.
This is no way to please. We're just wasting time. Let's not do this. This
Have
is
you
a very
seen her language
important
on national
conversation.
television?
Let's not do
You
this.
have no
All right,
problem with her
nobody gets
language.
personal.
Should I respond with the
Nobody
same
gets
kind of
personal.
vitriol?
Please.
You want me to respond with the same kind of
Let me
vitriol?
clarify
We are
your
not
points.
answerable
Adil,
to
stop.
Sanju Verma.
Sanju, please make your point. Let's not get personal. Sanju.
Oh, you tell her not to get personal. I can get personal otherwise.
So can I come in, Kritzween? Can you mute this? Can you mute this?
He has verbal diarrhea. He has verbal diarrhea.
Baisab, you've lost. Shut up now. Stop behaving like a gunda. We know you're a gunda. Don't prove it.
You have
on national
verbal
TV. Now let
diarrhea.
me come in.
You have verbal
Adil,
diarrhea.
hold on.
Kritzween, can you
Please
hold
let her
on?
complete. Sanju, go ahead.
Not heckle this man. Thank you.
First, fix your
Kritzween,
verbal
first
diarrhea.
and foremost, let me come in and say here one thing. I always say without batting an eyelid, I was there on debates when Vinod Pave incident broke. The Election Commission is cognizant of it. Let the law of the land take the due course, even in the case of Supriya Sule and in the case of Nana Patole, those Bitcoin related conversations are not AI generated. There is still a probe going on. So, sabka hisab hoga or sahi tarike se hoga. But I want to make one thing very clear. You know, people who come and say there was no level playing field. I will not even go back to, 1991, 1992 after Rajiv Gandhi's assassination, when Rajiv Gandhi's, acolyte TN Session paused elections for
Fortunately,
full
I'm not
3
being able to
weeks.
get your audio, Sanju. There's some trouble
Can I-
with
can I-
the line there. I'll
Is it
reconnect
audible now?
and perhaps we can take this forward. We're also unfortunately running out of time, but thank you so much for joining us this evening. Gentlemen, thank you. Sanju, thank you. Let's see how this plays out. I also wanted to pose the all-important question on what this means for Maharashtra going forward and who the next Chief Minister of Maharashtra going to be. Perhaps at another time, another day. Thank you and good evening. Thank you.